Alaska is a land of extremes, mountains taller than storms, forests deeper than silence, and a winter night long enough to swallow hope. But deep inside, this rugged wilderness is something even darker. A place locals whisper about with lowered voices. A place pilots double-check their instruments before entering. A place tourists don't even know exists. They call it the Alaska Triangle, a region where people, thousands of them, vanish into nothing. Planes disappear from radar mid-flight. Hikers step off a trail and are never seen again. Entire search crews come back empty-handed, as if the land itself swallowed its victims whole. No wreckage, no clues, no good explanations, just cold wind and silence. Tonight, on Stories of the States, we're heading into America's most chilling mystery. A place some say is cursed, others say is supernatural, and some believe might be hiding something the government doesn't want you to know. This is the Alaska Triangle, and the truth is far stranger than anyone expected. Draw a triangle between Anchorage, Juneau, and Utqiagvik, the northernmost point in the United States. Inside that space lies more than 200,000 square miles of untouched wilderness. But here's what makes it terrifying. Since 1988, over 16,000 people have disappeared inside this region. To put that in perspective, that's a higher missing person rate than anywhere else in the United States, by a mile. Even Alaskans, some of the toughest people in the nation, treat the triangle with caution. Old-timers warn, you don't go in alone, you don't go in without a plan, and you don't go in if you hear the forest go quiet. The silence is the worst part. People who have survived strange encounters say the wind stops, the birds stop, and the entire forest feels like it's holding its breath. Something is happening here, something we still cannot explain. October 16, 1972. A small plane took off from Anchorage carrying U.S. House Majority Leader Hale Boggs, Alaska Congressman Nick Begich, a political aide, and the pilot. It was a routine flight, clear skies, experienced crew. But halfway to Juneau, the plane vanished from radar, the biggest search and rescue operation in U.S. history at that time was launched. 40 military aircraft, dozens of civilian planes, thousands of volunteers, satellites infrared scanning Coast Guard teams. They searched for 39 days. Nothing. No metal, no debris, no oil slick, no torn fabric, no human remains. It was as if the plane had never existed. The official report called it an accident. Alaskans called it something else, because this was not the first disappearance, and it definitely wasn't the last. The next pattern in the Alaska Triangle involves hikers. Every year, people vanish from well-marked trails, trails used daily by locals and tourists. In many cases, they leave camp and never return. Search teams find no tracks dogs, lose the scent instantly. Rescue helicopters find no heat signatures. There are no signs of animal attack. One ranger said, "It's like the earth just opens up and swallows them." Indigenous Alaskan communities have their own stories. Tall, silent forest beings, spirits that mimic loved ones' voices, creatures that blend into the trees, doors in the mountains where people walk in and don't come out. Are these legends just folklore or warnings? Because in the Alaska Triangle, disappearances often follow these exact patterns. Alaska's wilderness is deadly. Everyone knows that. But what about the skies? The Triangle has seen dozens of documented aircraft disappear without a single trace. Some vanish in clear conditions. Some go down without sending a distress call. Some lose all instruments at the same moment. And some simply blink out on radar as if they flew into a black hole. One pilot who survived a near disappearance described it like this: "My compass spun wildly. My GPS froze. The clouds ahead turned pitch black, and voices on the radio became scrambled, like someone whispering in reverse. He regained control only after making a random emergency turn. When he checked his instruments later, they showed he was 30 miles from where he should have been. In the sky, distance doesn't just disappear. Something interfered. So, what's causing thousands of vanishings? There are 4 leading theories. Harsh environment. The simplest explanation: Alaska is enormous, dangerous, and unforgiving. But this doesn't explain vanishing planes, missing wreckage, dead GPS instruments, 0 tracks, dogs losing every scent immediately. Nature is brutal, but not invisible. Magnetic anomalies. Scientists discovered unusual magnetic fields inside the triangle. These can disrupt compasses, interfere with aircraft instruments, cause hallucination-like sensations. This aligns with many pilot reports, but it still doesn't explain the missing bodies or missing metal. 3. Secret military zones. Alaska houses major military installations. Some believe underground testing classified aircraft. Electronic interference restricted airspace may play a role, but the government, as usual, remains silent. Indigenous legends. For centuries, the Tlingit and Athabascan peoples have told stories of forest giants, shapeshifters, the not here place, an area you simply do not return from, the land of missing footsteps. Their stories map almost exactly over the modern Alaska Triangle. Coincidence, maybe? Maybe not. Today, the Alaska Triangle remains one of America's greatest mysteries. People still disappear. Rescues still fail. Pilots still report strange readings. And the land still holds its secrets with icy determination. When you look at a modern map, the area seems normal, just wilderness. But Alaskans say the same thing. There are places up there where you feel watched. There are places you don't step into. And there are places where people simply do not come back. Whether it's nature, science, secrecy, or something older than all of them, the Alaska Triangle continues to claim lives. This is not just a story. It's a warning written in the snow, a door to nowhere, hidden in the largest state in America, and it's still open.
Welcome to the History of United States YouTube channel. My name is Clyde Chester and I'm 68 years old American. Please subscribe my YouTube channel for more History of United States.